Hey everybody, welcome back to Anchored Life with Kayla. I obviously have a thing about anchors because I put it in the name of my YouTube channel, and I have anchor tattoo, which I have made a video about before, so you can check that out if you want. But what does it mean to me to be anchored, and how do I stay grounded as a busy working mom and someone who is just always wanting to be involved and do things and see people? I am an introvert too, by the way, so I guess I'm an extroverted introvert. How do I stay grounded? And I was thinking about that this week because I had a moment where I was just wondering, what is the point of all of this? You know, the whole stereotypical, do we just work to make money so we can just die, right? And I don't believe that, but there was just this little lie that tried to slip itself into my thoughts for a moment there before I stopped it and was like, nope, that's not what I'm going with today. So I wanted to share with you guys the things that keep me rooted in my purpose, because I know that they're gonna help you too. A lot of YouTube videos save the most important thing for the end, and then they kind of keep alluding to it, so you'll watch the whole thing and then find out at the end what the most important thing is. That's not what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna tell you guys the most important thing right off the bat, and I'm sorry if things are noisy because my husband is mowing the lawn outside. I have never, ever mowed the lawn in my entire life. The most important thing for me to stay grounded, to stay anchored, is my faith in God and knowing who I am in Him. The fact that He created me as His beloved daughter, and He created you also with that intention and with that same amount of attention to detail and care and purposes and plans for your life. You were created on purpose, for purpose. I fully 100% believe that about me and about you. We didn't just end up here on earth at this point in time for no good reason, just by accident. If what I'm saying about faith and God and being made on purpose is really resonating with you, ask questions and get into it. And the Bible says that God is not far from us, and when we knock, He opens the door wide open. He is happy to have us. So ask your questions, get into it, and really see if there's more to your life than just working, making money, and then dying. Here we go. Got a bunch more practical ways to stay grounded. As my church likes to say, you can't do life alone. We need community. We were built to have people around us, and I think this whole pandemic has really shown us that. Meeting with each other online is a substitute, but it's a poor substitute for actually being able to connect in person. So I like to make sure that I am regularly spending time with my really good friends who are encouraging and give me good advice, and we have fun together, and I can look forward to these times. Your significant other is for sure super important, but you also need those friends in your life. The ones who can kind of fill a different need in you than your significant other can, because they can't be 100% of everything you need, and that's not fair to put that on them either. When everything is so busy and that we constantly have things coming at us from all angles, and we have our electronics and our phones around to distract us from everything that we're doing, it's so important to just take some moments to get grounded by breathing, being present in the moment. I do that by having an alarm on my phone that goes off like 5 or 6 times a day, and it just reminds me to take some deep breaths and just be present where I'm at. And of course, sometimes I just turn it off so I can keep doing whatever I'm doing, but then later I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't breathe yet. So take some deep breaths in and out, and it really just helps me to reduce stress in my body and the anxiety, tension that I'm holding, and just know where I'm at and enjoy the moment. Not only taking moments to breathe and just be present, but also be present with my family. So it's easy to get caught up in tasks that need to get done or things that I want to do instead of focusing on my husband or my daughter and fully giving them my attention. So I never want my daughter to think that my phone is more important than she is. So even though I do spend times that I'm on my phone and working on something, especially since I'm working on these YouTube videos and my Instagram for you guys, but there's moments that I have to just put it down. Like I was at the physiotherapist the other day, and I had brought her with me, and they had kindly given Sophie some Duplo to play with while she was waiting with me. And I just took the moment to sit there and build some Duplo towers with her because I was like, you know what? This is just a couple minutes. I need to post on my Instagram right now, but that can wait. And I am gonna choose in this moment to focus on my daughter. And that isn't always how things end up, but at that moment, I did make a good choice. Something that is super countercultural, but is so important for us to stay grounded, is to look at how we can help other people instead of always just focusing on ourselves, because everything in our culture, in our world today, is always about trying to get ourselves ahead, trying to help ourselves. But my dad always taught me growing up that you can't be truly happy unless you're helping someone else. When you are so focused on yourself all the time, that's a miserable and really selfish way to live, to be honest. But of course, it's really hard to remember not to focus on yourselves because we naturally just want to think about ourselves and do what we want to do all the time. Things like making meals for someone who's going through a hard time, or listening to a coworker who's got a difficult situation, sending a text to check in on somebody. These kind of things, they really keep you focused on what's important, and that's people. People are important. People are the most important. Not the things or the money. When you remember the people around you, the people that have been placed in your circle for you to impact, what a privilege it is to be able to actually step in and you'd be like, you know what, this is what I'm here for. I'm here to be here for these people in whatever way I can help. And that is just beautiful. And then when we are able to do that for each other, they can do that for us, we can do it for them. That's just how we stay connected, we build that community like I was talking about, and we are able to keep our focus on what's important. The longer you focus on your problems, the bigger they will start to seem in your head. I love this quote. I don't know who originally said it, but instead of telling God how big your problems are, instead tell your problems how big your God is. Change your perspective, mix things up. Let's look at things a different way and realize that maybe things aren't as bad as we thought they were, or things aren't as tough as we thought they were, or maybe they are just really stinking tough, but you have someone to help you through it. I want to leave you guys with this verse from Hebrews in the Bible, which talks about our faith in God being an anchor for the soul, strong and secure. And I want to encourage you guys with that, knowing that as we go forward, we all have purpose. We're here for a reason, and there are reasons to have hope. In closing, it's a little formal. Life gets busy, no matter who you are, what you're doing, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a career woman, whether you're a student, life is just busy. So what do you guys do to stay grounded? What do you do to stay focused on where you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be? Let me know down in the comments because I love hearing from you guys. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share this video with a friend who you think would like it. I'll see you guys soon.